Welcome back to Wario Land 3. So, what next? I wonder.
W, wait, we're going backwards in the alphabet now?
No, the letters...
West, south, east, north.
Yes, the letters represent the cardinal directions, yes. Yeah, okay, so back to the Castle of Illusions. I've already made
I really need to get that remake soon.
Too obvious.
Yeah,
like it's one of those. You guys should have put this on PS4. And
Already said that, Dad.
I know. I'm still deceiving.
Alas.
Alright
then. Yeah. Oh, well, I mean, okay. I'll ask this since I'm not. Since some bits of Mario lore escape me. Is there any character that we know of that can forge keys?
I guess one of the members of the Smithy gang to an extent.
Maybe the Yoshis, because you find a whole bunch of keys in Yoshi's Island.
Yeah, I guess. Oh well.
Yeah. Go ask Yoshi to forge a key.
Dwibs. He's already gotten into enough trouble with dodging his taxes.
Well, so what's stopping him at this point? He's already in enough trouble. Might as well go a bit further.
He doesn't want to press his luck.
Also,
yeah,
go on.
It's kind of weird that Yoshi's the one about the tax fraud, but not Wario.
Because who would suspect the cutest character?
Also, that it was literally just because of misprinting of the logo onto Smash Bros.
Tio, don't explain the joke. That
apparently Deji was in need of it.
No, I know the joke. It was a Tumblr joke.
Anyway, the another thing that I noticed is that.
Not funny.
Anyway, back to you, Tio.
No, it wasn't too important, but still, I noticed that the fact that the owl, while it's floating around, has its lower part color yellow, but the moment Wario grabs it, it just disappears. Like, it's not like it's very illuminated or something, but it's just weird. Also, you soft lock that room. Yeah, look at that. It just disappears.
Not so much it disappears, more that it changes color. Like the claws change color. Like you'll notice that right now it's skin colored, right? Caucasian skin color. But you'll notice now notice how it's yellow. See? Did you see? Like seriously, it's yellow when you're not grabbing it, but when you grab it, it changes color. I mean, couldn't you keep that shit consistent? I mean,
it depends on
the yellow out of it.
I'm guessing.
Sorry. Like for some reason, some games of this era did that weird thing. I'm not entirely sure, but it may have had to do with the color interaction and how that mechanic worked with games back in the day.
Actually, no. Yeah, Jova's right. Because remember, Wario's gloves are white, so probably would become a problem to distinguish between where the hand ends and the claws start. So they decided to make the claws skin colored. Well, in that case, why not just make the claws always skin colored then? Like, it's weird. I mean, weird. I mean, I guess the art director let that one slip.
Okay, I'm wondering, were games in color treated a bit like print cartridges in the sense that some colors could be more expensive than others to render?
I don't think so. I mean,
I don't know the logistics of it. Again, it's the thing that I raised, I think, a couple of parts ago at the very least, with the fact that Wario's costume is still pure white instead of, at least yellow and black.
Yeah, that's because of actual color limitations and interactions, yes.
Maybe it's because of that, something similar to that.
I must say, it really is interesting comparing game development as of now as it was to back then.
But game development at the time was far simpler.
Far simpler, but also in some ways less regulated. It's kind of about a give and take.
Yeah, I was doing a bit of research into what Game Boy games were out around. More Game Boy Color games that maybe were a bit unexpected around the time it came out. I found that there was actually a Tomb Raider game on Game Boy as well as Game Boy Advance.
There were a few.
Was it based off of the movie?
No.
No, I mean
there was no console Tomb Raider game between 2000 and 2003.
It's because well, considering there were plenty of handheld games based on there were Spyro handheld games, there were Crash handheld games. I mean, there were plenty of famous video games.
The Game Boy Color.
Well,
Tomb Raider, obviously.
Well, the Game Boy Color was incredibly popular, so from a financial standpoint, it made sense to try to do it. Because remember, Metal Gear Solid Ghost Babel was also on Game Boy Color.
Mortal Kombat 4 had a Game Boy Color version.
I will admit though, sacrilegious as it may seem, I still think that my favorite of the Game Boys is the Advance SP.
Well, obviously, I mean,
and the treasure here is
cocaine.
Well,
no, close. It's called gold dust, I think.
Oh no! It's the fairy dust from Pan. It makes you high.
The tree open.
So let me get this straight. Gold dust passes through
good crap.
Passes through the. So let me get even. I'm sorry, Tail, but I think your sources are wrong. That probably is cocaine because the tree sniffed it, and then this is like.
Officially, the wiki calls it gold magic, but I'm really curious.
Gold. Magic. Right.
You know, I think gold magic is literally a euphemism for a type of drug that I've heard before.
Is that what we're calling it nowadays? Right.
It's like angel dust, yeah.
Hey, Pedro, I got some gold magic.
What do you mean Mary Jane is named after?
No, Dad. Don't you know all the kids want is China Cat.
I actually had some recently, Jova. That's okay.
How was it?
That's good. No, cocaine is actually really good. Again, you just have to take. No, it's okay. It's okay, Jova. It's okay, Jova. It's legal over here. It's fine.
Okay, but you know we don't want to end up getting demonetized, so we call it magic.
Anyway, no, I couldn't actually find what the original Japanese name is for gold magic, so we're just gonna have to. Considering how the rest of the names have been perfectly seem to be translated almost to the letter, I'm taking the idea that it's probably the same in this case.
So again, cocaine makes the tree high enough to let you in.
Sure.
I feel like there's a hidden message to all of this.
Okay. Well, okay. To be fair, the common reaction, like when you sniff like a good, when you take like a good sniff, your immediate reaction would be like a complete high, and yeah, a lot of times you go, oh. So yeah, I guess you do open your mouth when you do that. So yeah, I guess technically this is accurate. Keep in mind,
drugs are officially a thing in the Mario universe.
Well, Jova, that's not news to anybody. Drugs have always. Mario gets big from eating mushrooms. Like just.
Okay, I think I've got a theory, but first, who was the main guy in charge of the Wario series?
I forgot his name, but
Gunpei Yokoi?
Well, yeah, Gunpei. Well, actually, Gunpei Yokoi was more of a producer than the first one, and I think starting with the second one, he took more of a back seat.
Let's see here. List of Wario Entry staff. The director, Oshiwaka Takehiko.
Maybe he's trying to tell us something.
Yeah, he actually was the director for most of these, actually.
Yeah, so Takehiko.
Drugs help you get into special locations?
Also,
legalized cocaine.
Also, Jova, there was an anime that I did mention in the past that I don't think it ever had an English release, but it was very popular in my country, which is called Little Pollon, about this little girl who is literally the daughter of the god Apollo in the Greek mythos. And one of their gimmicks, supposedly the premise of the show is that she's actually reliving, Greek myths with the twist that she's actually, performing good action to save these people in order to gain status as a proper goddess. And one of her comedy skit, quote unquote, very, very widget in terms of how it's performed, in order to save these people, is to use some of her magic powder. So she basically uses this skit accompanied by 2 random bears, where she says a little magic ritual chanting that I have no idea if it was literally the same in the Japanese version, but it probably was. She sprays this magic power and she mentions it looks like talk, but it is not. And it makes you super happy. If you eat it or inhale it, you immediately feel happy. I think that speaks for itself.
Okay then.
Yes,
sure.
It does.
Well, here's the thing. Dwebs. Hold on.
Boss time?
Yes.
Oh, Jesus Christ! What the fuck?
It's a spider too.
It's a spider. Wait a minute. Is this another Deku tree? Because it even has spiders in it.
Yeah, Nintendo has a thing for trees with faces, basically.
It's called a monster.
Okay, so check this out. In an attempt to try to moon jump my way back, I sequence broke the game, and this happened. Check this out.
What the? Huh?
Scared.
Okay, let's try turn that on again. See if that helps. Okay.
And you're back inside.
The problem is that now it's I can't even fall properly. Basically, the game doesn't expect you. I broke the game basically. There you go. See?
And now Wario is in hell.
I let this.
Like one of those creepypasta. I saw a copy. I bought a copy of Wireland Free from a shady dealer in a back alley. But starting with the final level, Wario started glitching out everywhere.
There you go. Let's
and we're back.
With a little jump cut, let's do that properly this time.
In case you're wondering, Jova, that's his official American name because the original Japanese name is called Supaigon, derived from, Supaida, spider, and gon as a suffix. So I have no idea what the meaning behind the American name is supposed to be.
That's the thing, that you're supposed to hit it on the green part. It's just that it can be a bit difficult because most of the sprite is the face. Well, no, but that's the thing, Dibs. Like my doctor says, you just need to take your specific dose at one point, and then you need to take a big break from that. Well, not in your case, but if you were over here, you would just consult a doctor and ask what will be his recommended frequency and doses, so that you can at the very least enjoy without putting yourself at danger. So.
Come on. There we go. Oh no.
Oh dear.
Alright, let's see what's inside.
What do you think, too?
The crayon. I know what it is, but
Well, I already foreshadowed what it was, but yeah, the final music box.
The gold music box.
How ironic that the final music box is in the first level.
I think it was probably intentional.
What's a twist?
It's in... what a weird shape. Looks like an alien egg that has hatched it.
And all it does... In fact, it does nothing. It just tells me to go to the temple.
Deep shit.
Alright then. Well, since we're already right here, might as well.
I forgot. Who did voice the mysterious voice at the beginning?
Dwips.
Lives?
Oh, he's perfect. Wonderful work, Wario. Now, replenish my power.
You can trust him with a face like that.
Well, actually, never mind. Never mind. Actually, never mind. Dwibs is Wario. I was the entity. Or
I never had a friend like you.
Or a hidden figure, as the game calls it.
I mean, I guess it is true, it's just, you know... Okay.
Kind of reminds me of that one boss from Kirby Superstar. Oh no.
And the figure turns out to be...
a giant clown.
Of course!
And this is the only point in the game where you can die.
Yes. Ha 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 ha. Finally, I am myself again. Now I can rule this world and the outer one as well somehow.
Sure.
I need you no longer, Wario.
You know, you could just pay him and he'd be on his way.
I shall crush you like a butt. But what would be the fun in that, though?
So, you know what's the fun thing about this? Like, I forgot specifically when. There was again, to make a very long story short, I was in a place where I was, like, spending an afternoon entirely with some other kids in a group where we were on a Sunday, and there was this kid with a Game Boy Color, and the only two games that he had back was Pokemon Silver and this, and in both of them it was basically at the end part. With Silver it was literally at the Nigo Plateau, and with Wario Land 3 it was literally at this point, and he kept dying. So basically I had my out of context Wario back then.
Yeah, basically...
I thought you were gonna say, so I played it for the first time and beat it for him. I'd be like, man, you just pulled a Clement, because that's the same thing happened to him.
So yeah, like Teji said, this is the only boss battle that can kill you. Basically those hands, yeah, if they catch you, it dies and you have to start the boss again. What you have to do, as you can see, is, you know, butt stomp the hands and then just throw it back at his nose.
So you have to sit on it.
More like throw back the fist at his face.
Like so.
Nintendo has a fascination for these bosses with giant floating hands.
And there we are.
I'll be back in Dr. Mario 64.
Shoot, don't tell me that destroys the whole world that we're in.
Stars!
Considering the inhabitants and the locals' job, I think Wario is doing a favor.
So yeah, guys, turns out all those enemies we've been fighting were actually the inhabitants of this world.
So it's the original story of Super Mario Brothers all over again. Whereas, but this time, instead of the people being blocks, the people were the enemies.
Alright, go ahead, too.
Sure.
Why just stomp on us, prick?
Thank you very much. Long ago, this was a peaceful world.
Oh, really?
In a music box.
But that meddlesome being appeared.
Meddlesome.
I look so enthused.
Meddlesome.
And tried to take control.
Yeah, whatever.
He just showed up out of nowhere for some reason.
We managed to seal away his power.
Ah, yes, of course.
In the 5 music boxes. But he used the last of his power to change us into strange beings.
And I killed some of you.
A lot, actually. Hearing his return, we tried to stop you.
Which explains why the enemies attack you.
But we never thought you would defeat him.
Yeah, that freed us.
Thank you very much.
By the way, you killed my son.
So, we give you all the treasure you have collected so far. The rest, tough luck, dipshit. Now then, let me send you back to your own world.
Yeah,
you can do that.
Never come back here again. And if you,
Shazam?
Remember, well, guys, yeah, the rest, the money Wario didn't collect is gonna be used to pay for all the funerals he's caused.
No one's dead. Come on.
He threw enemies off cliffs.
You're
How
fine.
are they not dead?
Don't
to be fair, Dwibs, they respawned every time we came back into the room, so they're probably
also,
fair.
I wonder if this is the official explanation why Wario cannot die in the levels. Is the monsters deliberately withholding from actually killing him?
Well, that doesn't.
That would be interesting, actually.
Well, that doesn't explain what happened in Wario Land 2, obviously, but
well, remember,
it's a good explanation for this.
In Wario Land 2, it's basically just as the manual puts it. In Wario Land 2, there's no game over. I can't die. So basically,
it doesn't feel like it.
It's just because the developers felt like it, and they decided to make a joke of it in the manual. But alright, so there you go. That was Wario Land 3. We're not done yet because we have an extra part where we'll get the final crayon, as well as do some other things that we have yet to do, some other levels to unlock, specifically above the clouds. And we'll see how it is. But yeah, when it comes to the main story, we're done.
Andy. And so Wario caused a great state of panic amongst the citizens of the land he ended up in.
What a tragic tale, I guess.
Yeah, and well, hey, at least when he tells his story to Mario can't take the high ground since he killed people when he destroyed those blocks.
That was just a rumor, dang it.
Fake news.
Looks like the music box is winding down, and
when it winds down, the world lives on forever. Or dies. They're similar enough.
I mean, it's a Nintendo game. A shrug is the best you're gonna get.
Congratulations, Wario. You saved the world. Well, a music box world, so nobody outside will really commend you for it.
The greatest story never told.
You did.
Thank you very much. Now if you'll excuse me, I have to go off and count my coins.
Bye, I guess. Alright, so I guess.
Alright, we'll see you for the final extra part then.
Alright, see ya.
See ya.